Okay, so let's look at direct reflections. Direct reflection is where light comes from the light source, bounces off the object, and goes directly into the camera. So as a result, you see strong white highlights. It's more commonly seen with like highly reflective surfaces. So an example in product photography might be glare on a watch face or a bright spot on a perfume bottle. So the way we can manage this is with our knowledge of the family of angles, we can move the light into a position where there is no direct reflection, or alternatively, we can adjust it we can move it to a place where the direct reflection isn't actually blocking any of the important information. So if we have a logo, for example, on our product, what we really don't want to do, or if we've got any text also on the product, what we really don't want to do is have that bright spot, that highlight, and that direct reflection, the glare that it causes, making the text or the logo illegible. Another thing we can do is diffuse the light. The more and more we diffuse the light and soften that light, what happens is we'll get a direct reflection still, but we'll reduce the contrast of the light. So the relative brightness between that brightest point and sort of the medium of the product isn't one where the brightest point you can no longer read the logo or text through. And then the final thing we can do is we can actually just block that light entirely. So what we can do is we can light the environment around a product, but then have no light hitting the product directly from the light source. Now what will happen is that ambient light, so the light that we've lit the surrounding area with, will bounce off of the surrounding area, the environment, then off the product and into the camera. And that will give us that very smooth sort of ambient light look. So one thing that's important is that a direct reflection is a reflection of the light source onto the product and then into the camera. We can have both a hard and soft direct reflection, and that's just a matter of how hard or soft the light source is. So if we take a soft box, we will get a direct reflection. Potentially we're taking a picture of a black bottle of wine, and you might see a white strip down that wine. Now that's a direct reflection. Where lights come through that soft box, it's bounced off that bottle of wine and into the camera.